Are you still trying to lose body fat? You feel like you're doing the most and you're trying really hard, but you just can't seem to shed off those few extra pounds. Now, if fat loss was about trying harder, a lot of us would have already achieved that fat loss goal by now. But with that being said, your effort doesn't always equal the outcome that you want. And I know that sounds off compared to what you hear and see online. Everyone's saying do more or try harder, but the message isn't exactly clear. It's not about doing more, it's about being more intentional. You could be doing the most, but if you're not intentional with what you are doing, you are not going to see that fat loss goal. So you're doing the right things, but you're not doing them long enough. Random good weeks don't work. We need to be doing the right things consistently. So if Monday to Friday you are locked in, you are doing everything right, you're following your meal plan, you're hitting your workouts, you're doing your cardio, you're getting your steps in, you're doing everything right, but then every Saturday and Sunday you're having cheat meals, completely throwing out the meal plan, skipping your workouts, skipping your daily activity, so on and so forth. Well, yeah, no kidding, you're rinse and repeating the cycle every week and restarting on Monday. You're putting in all this effort just to blow it up on the weekend. We got to be making sure that we are being consistent within everything that we are doing. I'm not saying that you cannot go out and have fun with your friends, go out with your coworkers, go out to eat, have drinks, do this, do that. No one's saying that. But when you are participating in these things, you need to be mindful. You need to apply balance and you need to apply moderation in order for you to stay on track. Now, I know we're trying hard and we're training hard, but if you are not progressing within your workouts, you are not going to see the progress that you want to be seeing. The word is in the word. You need to be progressing to see progress. Your body adapts. What you did before isn't going to work now. If you are not adding weight, adding reps, applying progressive overload, you are not going to see the results that you want to be seeing. We need to do more, whether it's more weight, more reps, or overall applying progressive overload. There are many different ways to progress within the gym. It isn't always about adding more weight. You can add more reps. You can improve your tempo. You can improve your time under tension. You can improve your form. As long as you are improving, as long as you are progressing, you are going to see the progress that you want to be seeing. Now, another big one is I know you are eating healthy. I get it. You're eating healthy, you're watching what you eat, not including your blow up weekends, but overall, 75 to 80% of the time, you're eating healthy. But there's no intention behind it. You're eating healthy, but you're still eating too much. If you want to achieve fat loss, you need to be in a calorie deficit. You could have the healthiest diet in the world and still be within a calorie surplus. So we need to be making sure that we are in a calorie deficit. You also need to be making sure that you are getting enough protein in to your healthy diet. If you are not getting enough protein, you are not going to be able to preserve nor build muscle, which is actually going to allow you to really manipulate your look. Within a fat loss journey, you are also wanting to build some muscle so you can improve the areas of your body that you are actually wanting to improve. You can lose a lot of weight, but you'll still technically look the same, just smaller if we are not building muscle, working out, applying progressive overload, eating enough protein, and doing all these things consistently. So once again, I do understand that you are eating healthy, but we're eating healthy on an inconsistent basis. Monday to Friday is perfect. We're bang on the money. Things are going good. Saturday and Sunday, what's a meal plan? We need to be making sure that that is not the case. No one's saying that you can't go out with your friends. No one's saying that you can't go out to eat, but we need to make adjustments. We need to make manipulations in order for us to fit it all in, stay on track, and achieve that fat loss goal. At the end of the day, you don't need to do more, as in adding more in. You need to do the right things more often, being consistent, and be mindful when living your life. If you're gonna go out with your friends this weekend, that is totally fine. I hope you have a great time. With that being said, do not skip your meals before you go out. Make sure that you eat a little bit more protein before you go out. That way you're satiated, you're fuller, you're not going to indulge on a meal when you are out. And make sure you're being mindful of your alcohol consumption. There are ways around going out and having fun. We just need to make sure that we are doing them in order for us to achieve that fat loss goal. Because at the end of the day, the choices that you make can either stack up for you or against you. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Make sure that you are choosing the right choices that are going to allow you to achieve that fat loss goal.